Choose love, y'all. Hey, love, 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 please, love, 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 please, love. Lot of love, love, big love, 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 what? Please, love, 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 hey, love, love, choose love, y'all. Love, 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 please, love, 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 lot of love from above. I love you.
I love you too. Hello. Welcome to our channel, the Lovely Podcast.
My name is Malachi Lee.
And my name is Danny Lee.
Together,
we are the
Lovelies.
Lovelies.
We're a married comedy and acting duo.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we do. How you doing today?
I am tired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very tired. I just want to go to sleep all day. And yeah, and then wake up and have energy. That's what I want to do. But we can't do that today. How do you feel?
The same.
We already know how each other feel.
Yes, but in formality and actuality, we're asking each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely very tired. We got off the road this morning early. Got home at like 6:30. And this morning, drove from Atlanta home with the Beat the Streets cast and crew.
Started our tour off at North Carolina. Had a great show, a whole bunch of kids. They were very excited. He plays Counselor Jones, and I am the stage manager. And it was a lot of fun. And then we went from there to Atlanta, and those kids were so hyped. They really enjoyed it. So much fun. Just wonderful. And I'm tired, and he's tired, but it was great. It was well worth it.
Yes, it was.
And then we drove back here, and then we got rehearsal on Monday, and Tuesday we will be in Detroit at Second Ebenezer, and that's exciting too. So we just out here impacting young lives.
Impacting young lives.
So they don't end up in the streets.
Tell them to beat the streets.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. It's a great thing. It's been.
I don't know why that was so loud in my ear.
Oh, sorry. It's been going for 15 years now.
Yeah.
I think this is year 4, at least, probably 5 for me actually, that I've been involved. So.
And this is my first year. Hi.
Gaming with
Kunju.
What's up?
This is my first year officially being a part. I think last year when they went to North Carolina, Art, because he's the founder of Beat the Streets, he had me collect money or whatnot for the patrons and stuff like that. And then the next year they hired me as a stage manager, and that's been a lot of fun. We've done a few shows since I've been in. I've done 3 shows now.
Yeah, I think so.
4 actually, because Second Ebenezer.
Yeah.
I've done 4 shows of Beat the Streets, so that's exciting.
Yes, we are a couple.
Yeah.
We are married.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, it's great to be able to do work together. We, as you know, we all do comedy together. We act together as well, and now working this capacity with Beat the Streets has been a blessing. So we can travel together.
Yep. So please forgive us. Charge it to our head, not our hearts, if we sound sleepy.
Yeah.
But we said we still want to do this podcast.
Woo! Yeah.
You know.
Woo! It's taking a lot on me to do that. I'm sorry, I'm yelling here. Where are you from? We are from Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
Metro Detroit is where we live.
Gang, gang.
You know what I'm saying? So what up,
though? I'm just playing. That's not what happens in Detroit. Well, it does sometimes, just like every other hood. But yeah.
So yes, today we are talking about 5 ways to grow. Oh, from India. Look at you.
Nice.
India coming through. There we go. Oh, look at that.
Did we add that to the stage?
Yes, and
hit that too, because for some reason it's been doing okay.
5 ways to grow individually without growing apart. Okay? Now,
That's a
This
good little subject.
it is, right?
I think
This,
we're going through that right now a little bit.
you think so?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, so it can be as you some of you know or may not know, we are 2 years married. This past Friday, last Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
Friday made 2 years since we've been married.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been on this journey of marriage. We've been together 3 years now, and as a marriage, you have it's two people that are coming together, and the whole goal is two people become one.
Mm-hmm.
But that becoming is a continual process that is it happens constantly. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a constant thing. It's a constant effort that's happening over and over. So what happens is you have two individuals that
Mm-hmm.
are working to grow together, while also growing as a person, because I have to grow as a man, she has to grow as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
We have to grow as a unit and grow as one as well. Makes a stronger unit when I'm growing, she's growing, we're growing together.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you grow individually as a person without growing apart, without losing each other, losing the
The
spark, the
love.
flame, the
Yeah.
love, that's important. That's very important. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of times in relationships, you naturally can go through ebbs and flows. That's just life. Life gives you ebbs and flows, ups and downs,
Mm-hmm.
automatically. But definitely in relationships and marriages, you experience these ups and downs as life comes at you twice as hard because you have my problems, her problems, and then our problems together that
Mm-hmm.
both combine and make some issues. But
Mm-hmm.
you getting through those things, you have that partner to help you get through life. That's what the blessing about it is.
What
So
do you think the secret is to growing individually and not growing apart? Like, what do you think we have to do?
I think it's intentionality. I think that's the biggest key. Because you have to grow individually for sure, but you have to
Mm-hmm.
grow together within that, and being intentional about sharing what you're working on, being intentional about sharing what's hindering you and what's pushing you forward, because
Mm-hmm.
growth oftentimes is associated with what's holding you back too, because you realize, okay, this is an obstacle for me.
Mm-hmm.
These obstacles push us to growth. So when
Mm-hmm.
you have an obstacle, that's something that's holding you back, holding you down, you got to communicate that not only with yourself but with your partner, to
Yeah.
say, hey, this has been a block for me. It's like, okay, now that person can help in that area of growth. Or if that journey is for you, you still being intentional by communicating the process of it. Like, hey, this was going with on me. This is the progress I'm making. It's the process I'm doing. These are the steps that I'm taking
Mm-hmm.
towards it. And that's about being intentional to share those things.
Yeah, that's really good. You do have to make sure you're intentional. I believe you have to also believe in each other
Hmm.
and, like you said, be intentional and try to keep each other first, because a lot of times things can happen, like, because when you grow and you get bigger or whatever, and we're both very gifted people. So, like, if I don't believe in him and he don't believe in me, our growth would look like a competition. Like, our growth would look like a competition. Like, what are we doing? Like, oh, he think he better than me, or oh, she thinks she's better than me. And then, like, if I don't make time for him while I'm growing, then it still becomes a competition, because it's like, well, dang,
Hmm.
am I competing for her, her working over here? Like, you have to have some type of balance where the person knows for a fact that they are number one
Hmm.
in your life, but
Hmm.
yet you're not about to stay stagnant. You still got to do better with your life.
Hmm. That's a good point. And that competition, you know, can be a detriment to a person's,
Hmm.
well-being, security. Feeling like I'm competing for your time, for your
Hmm.
efforts. I know within these last 3 weeks, I would say, I've
Hmm.
I've ramped up myself with my work ethic and going to the gym, and that can somewhat draw a wedge. But I know it's necessary for us. I know it has to be done. But on the other end, I need to balance more and learn how to be more intentional when we are together, when we are spending time. But
And create time together. It's not like you jumping in on, like, okay, well, naturally I'm doing this gym every day.
mhm,
Jim has time every day. Per has time every day. eating has time every day. You know, like everything else has time, but you're not carving out that time for your partner.
Mm-hmm.
So your partner is like, hey, remember me? How you doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. So you have to remember that your partner is your priority. You know, your priority is your own person, but person, your partner is also your priority as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that balance is something to juggle for sure. Because for me, it's like, okay, no more excuses, man. Get back in the gym. So I felt great about it, but sometimes that doesn't leave us in the right place when I've already had a long day and I'm still like, hey, and I'm about to go to the gym. It's like, bro, you was out all day, but for me, it's like, yeah, I was out all working. I was making money all day. I had appointments and this and that, opportunities, but now I need to make time for myself and go to the gym. You know, so it's been a it's been something to work through. You know.
Yeah, because it's like I understand making time at the gym, but then it's like, okay, every day, like we can't do this 3, 4 times a day. I mean, 3, 4 times a week versus every day, because sometimes while you out hustling doing your thing, you don't think about like, hey, wait a minute, I ain't made no time. I ain't seen her in a week. Like,
Hmm.
but I'm making time for the gym and doing everything else, and I'm just looking goofy, and it looks like I don't have a life or whatever. But when you're in a relationship, you naturally want to spend time with your person.
You do, you do. Yeah. So
So,
it's it's like that, you know, and I am I'm just working on that balance because for me, 3 to 4 is okay, but I like 4 to 5 days a week. Like that range works better for me. Like for that makes me feel one versus her. 3 to 4 days is her mark. And so those we're two different people. We have to realize that we're two people trying to continue to become one, stay
mhm.
one, and move forward as one. So
And I think for me, mentally, the 3 to 4 is my mark, because also I keep in mind that I'm married and I have a husband and I have other stuff too, work or whatever we got to do, hustle, whatever. So I keep that in mind as well. So that's why I try to have it balanced, because 5 times a week is like, it's good, but it's like for a single person. Like when I was single, I was 5 times a week. I had nothing else going for my life. Just gym. Shoot, sometimes I'd be in there twice. But so sometimes it's just about balance. Like, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to miss that last day because I got to do this over here now. You know, got to focus.
mhm. Yeah, and that's here we go. We have a difference of opinion. You know,
Mm,
for me, that puts me in a position to be the best that I can be. To
mm,
be a husband, because as a husband, you have to be strong, you have to be intentional, you have to be a leader. And for me, that gives me that. Not only am I training myself physically, but I'm training my mind to do those hard things when I don't feel like it, and be the leader that I'm called to be. So within that, I'm working on being more intentional where she is filled with her love language. She is filled, her cup is filled. So I'm free to do these things. And now it's not a problem when I'm going to the gym versus being out all day, then ending the day at the gym as well. Prioritizing some of the day in the beginning or in the middle to pour into her love language so that she's fulfilled as well. Because you have to prioritize both at the same time, and that's what is required. You can't do one without the other. You can't just continue to keep working on yourself, especially as a husband. You have to spend that time to cultivate your wife, cultivate your partner. What is on her mind? What are some scriptures or prayers, or what area does she need help in or be led in on today or on this week, or what goals are you working on? Like all those things matter. All those things matter. So that, especially for the husbands out there, learning that balance, learning what can be done in
mm.
all areas to pour in a little bit every single day, not only to yourself but to her as well, and making sure that her cup is full.
Balance is very important, because sometimes you can put your energy into one thing and then everything else is gonna fall down. But it's like this one thing over here is strong, but this right here is falling apart. So it's kind of like it's important to figure out a way to balance everything versus making one thing seem more important than the other.
Hmm. For sure. For sure. That balance is key. So I would say that's a top way is to balance. Intentionality and balance are my top two, I would say, as far as being intentional that you don't grow apart. You know.
Hmm.
So,
All right, so we're gonna get into it. Well, our 5 ways that we looked up. The first way is support each other's personal goals.
mhm.
So cheer each other as individuals, whether it's school, business, fitness. I don't know what I did, but
We're back.
we're back. So the first one, support each other, whether it's business, fitness, healing, health, faith. Um, Growth feels safer when both people feel supported instead of threatened.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's why the balance is important. Because say you hitting that gym 7 times a week, and that's great. It's your purpose. It's what you like to do. But after a while, it's like, okay, so did you forget about me? Hello. And then you start feeling kind of threatened. Like, well, dang, what's going on? Are we still cool or not? Because I notice whatever you feed, it grows. Whatever you start, it will die out. So whenever, like, I'm feeding you your love language, which is affirmation, I'm sure it makes you feel good. Like, oh shoot, okay, yeah, I can do pretty much anything now. But if a person is not receiving their love language, they just they're like, oh, okay, cool. While the other person is happy, the other person is like, that's nice, good for him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that can be tough, support aspect because sometimes as well, like you need balance, but you also need that support. And for a man to have something in his mind and not feel supported when he's going after a goal, if 7 days is what he needs, he needs that support to do because
Mhm.
it's something in him that he feel like, hey, this is what I need to do to be the best version. Because the whole goal of the whole everything is to be the best version of yourself, to show up for each other. I need to be able to show up for me and show
Mhm.
up for her in a manner that makes me good. You can still do 7 days. It
Mhm.
only takes so long to work out in a day. But how is that other part of the day spent where you got to make some money, you got to work on your creativity, but also work on your fitness, also work on your spiritual life, also work on your mental, which physical helps with that. So it's like also at the same time still prioritizing your partner. So again, it's like what are those other times spent to make sure like, okay, cool, her cup is filled today. Yeah, go to the gym. I'm good. You brought me flowers, you affirm me, you rub me down, you rub my feet today. I appreciate that. Like, what else do you need, my queen? It's like
So is
that
it like a
serving.
a drive by type, like serving type of thing, like it's like a checklist, or is it like an intentional thing where you're trying to create time for this person, or is it like gym check, work check, this check, wife check, husband check? Like, is it like that, or is it like a quality type of thing, like creating this time for this person, or is everything like a check mark?
I mean, creating time, it's the same. To me, I'm hearing the same thing. If you have a checklist, like if I know the dishes need to be washed, that's a checklist. I know I need to
Hmm.
spend time with my wife. That's a checklist. It's a part of what I need to do in the day. Make sure you spend time with Danny today. Okay, cool. Got that done. Check. Like it keeps you intentional to the balance to me.
Hmm.
But it's not like the word you saying would drive by. It's not like, oh, all right, baby, you okay? I love you. You good, you kind, you smart, and you walking out the door. It's not what it is. But if it's watching a movie, if it's rubbing your feet ain't a drive by thing. Blind flowers, these are all deposits into the bank of love that you have to make. And sometimes they will be long, sometimes they'll be shorter, but it's about intentionality with
Hmm.
it.
It's just for me, like when you're doing something 7 days a week, it's like, how long do you support that? Like if you're not an athlete or whatever, it's like, okay, it's like I'm going to the gym. 7 days a week, and I'm working, and I won't see you until I get home when I get home. So then it's like, how long is that? Like, are you supporting that for 3 months? Are you supporting that for the rest of your life? Or it's like, you really don't see each other like that, except for at 10 o'clock when you get home, and that's 7 days a week. Like, can a person whose love language is quality time, can they survive off of that?
Yes,
Oh,
because it's about, like I'm saying, like I said for the second time here,
mm-hmm.
it's about the other time in the day. The gym is only an hour. Now, if you're in the gym 3 hours, 4 hours, okay, it's a different story, different people. But for me, the way I go to the gym, I'm in there an hour, sometimes 30, 40, 50 minutes, an hour, maybe an hour 15, hour 30 at the very most if I'm like laying on a massage table or something like that. But I'm not in there long. So for
Mm-hmm.
a person that's not in there long, it's about, for me, I know what I need to do is the other time throughout the day, find those times to give you that time so that the gym I can have that time for myself. But if I'm waking up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and I'm gone the whole day and then going to the gym, there's no time that was spent for you. So
That's
that
what's been happening lately.
right. And so what I'm saying is was what I'm working on doing, because it's been 3 weeks now that I've been back in the gym. So right now I'm so hyper focused on it because I'm rebuilding a habit. It takes 3 weeks to build a habit. Right now I just need the habit to be built so that I'm now back to where I know I needed to be, which is good for me and really good for us, but mainly good for me. I had to change my mindset when it came to the gym as well, because as a husband, you always feel like she got to be involved every time, like, and so that builds a pressure. But if I'm just thinking a certain way and doing a certain way, then that's just the best for me. So again, what I'm working on is the time throughout the day, before and in the beginning of the day, whatever the case is, so that you have that time of quality spent, so that when I go to the gym, your tank is filled. That's not what's happening. That's what I'm working on. That's what I keep saying. So, okay.
Mm-hmm. This has been a lovely, but it's funny because like with him being at the gym so much, it makes me go because it's like, okay, for me in my head, I'm like, do he not know that we ain't seen each other? And that's why men and women are so different. Like men, when they focus on work or whatever it is, they just focus on that. Women, we have hippocampus in the middle of our brain, and we focus on everything. And it's like, I ain't seen you in 3 weeks. Did we not notice? So you start feeling kind of like lonely and like dang,
Mhm.
dang.
But at the same time, we've done a lot of high quality entertainment with these last few weeks, which
Mm-hmm.
costed a lot of money. We seen Marlon Wayans,
Mm-hmm.
cost a lot of money. We had a lot of bills, costed a lot of money. And we saw a play as well, which
Mm-hmm.
was expensive
Vocology.
too. So we spent the time. We spent time. We didn't spend as much as we could,
Mm-hmm.
but like, yeah. So,
But yeah, we did. It's
hey, mom,
lovely.
it's a lovely day. First day of spring.
Yes.
Oh yeah, spring is sprung.
We are sleep talking right now.
Yes.
She came to pick us up
Thank you
this
so
morning.
much.
Oh my gosh.
Mm. All right. Keep communicating through the changes. As people grow, thoughts, needs, and priorities can shift.
Mm-hmm.
Honest check-ins help both partners stay connected and avoid drifting emotionally.
That's what y'all
Um,
just witnessed.
yeah. So within this, though, like I was saying in the beginning about intentionality, those check-ins, being honest with how it's going. She does a pretty good job of this, as far as like, hey, this is bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she doesn't say that directly, I could just tell by the things and the questions she asks or the things that she brings up. Like, okay, there's a problem here. How can we resolve this problem? How can we resolve this issue? You know,
Yeah, he's learning he knows how to read me very well. Like sometimes I try to communicate things because I don't want to be disrespectful in my communication. But then when you feel, I don't know what the word is, like emotional as a woman, you don't want to be disrespectful to your husband, but you also want to express what's going on with you. So it's like, How do you do that? Maybe write it down, take a deep breath, and then just like, say it, and hopefully he's open to listening to it. That's one thing that's important in marriages. He's all mostly open to listen to whenever I have to bring him something. It can be even harder if you with somebody who is not open to listen. So like you're over here breaking down over here, and your spouse is like, I'm not listening to that. I'm doing what I want to do, and forget you. Like, I don't care what you think. I don't care what you're going through. I got to make sure I'm straight so that we straight. But it's like, you make sure you straight up so that y'all straight, because your partner is saying, hey, I'm breaking down. I need you to know that this is breaking me down. We need to fix this, because if we don't, then we gonna break down. Because when a person is drifting off emotionally, then they stop communicating, they stop talking to you, they may become passive aggressive, and y'all start drifting apart. Like even if you're not even talking about growing as a person individually, just a marriage period, if you're not communicating, then things start to drift apart. And that's how the enemy still kill and destroy, because he puts things in between your marriage. It's supposed to be you and that 3-strand cord. You, your spouse, and the 3-strand cord. That cord supposed to keep y'all together. But if everything is happening and you guys are not able to communicate, then that's how y'all start drifting apart. Like, like you living your own life and she living her own life. And that's not what you want in a marriage. If you wanted something like that, then just be single. So
Yeah, that's true. You gotta be checking and gotta be honest as well. Like the honest check-in part. Uh, Communication is the foundation to a relationship, but honest communication. It doesn't have to be brutal honesty, but just be honest. Say how you really feel, and then we can grow and go from there. A lot of times I know for me, this is something I'm working on, because there'll be things that I know I need to say to her that I know how she's going to take it. I know it's going to not be the best for her, because I'm trying to protect her emotionally, protect her as my wife. But there's something that I'm holding, and it's like, man, I know you're not going to really take this well. I know this is going to trigger you. I know this is going to be emotionally damaging to you in some way, but I got to tell you, and then holding it longer just makes it worse, because now it's coming out. It's like, oh yeah, I was trying not to tell you, but here's the truth.
It's building up inside of you, and you're becoming angry, but I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with you, because you ain't told me nothing. So, I mean, I think we've had that conversation before, like, because I deal with things that I'm being healed from mentally regarding, whatever. I'm not going to say the name. If y'all watch it, y'all already know what it is. He be afraid to tell me certain things, but I have told him, like, hey, I don't care. I would rather know and cry through it and figure it out than be in the dark, and then something happens, and then I'm like, where did this come from? What are we doing? Like, why are we yelling at me? Like, because that has happened. Like, that happens. Like, you hold stuff inside, and then something happened. You like, hey, like, oh, and it's like, wait a minute, why are you going off? Like,
what's going on?
Calm down. What's
Yeah.
really going on with you? But you mad, or I'm mad, because it happens for both spouses, because you don't understand what I'm going through. Well, I don't understand what you're going through, because you ain't tell me. So I'm just like, why you mad at me? You should be mad at yourself. Like, you didn't tell me what was happening, and here we are, like, going off for what? So, I mean, both partners usually do that.
Yeah.
That's why you have to make sure that you talk to them, and when you talk to them, make sure that you're calm.
Yes.
If you drink wine, drink a glass of wine. If you pray, pray. But make sure you're calm before you talk to your partner, because that conversation can go 2 different ways. If you're not calm, then it becomes a whole nother issue, versus when you're calm and not accusatory or whatever it is.
Yes.
Then it's, it becomes a conversation.
Yes.
And not a, you did this. And that's something I'm working on, because like, just as a kid, childhood trauma, period, people would do things which is crazy. Like when you grow up in trauma, you see all kind of stuff. People do things on purpose. Like people try to hurt you on purpose. So then you become this person that's protective. And so when you get older and you end up with somebody who's not trying to intentionally hurt you, but they will hurt you because they are human, then you take it personal. Like, oh no, this ain't about to happen to me again, especially not with my husband. I'm not doing it. And so it becomes a accusatory type of thing versus did you do this on purpose? Even though some things look obvious, like pop, like if I just knocked your head off, that's obvious. But you can't accuse me of doing that, because I could have just went like by mistake because I'm clumsy. But you going in like, you knocked my head off. It's like, huh? I didn't mean to do that, you know. But it's hard because this is obvious. Like, you obviously knocked my head off. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, oh, when we had rehearsal, remember one time we had rehearsal and I had to something happened. I took off your hat, but I didn't know. Like, we were first married, and he was like, I don't like people take off my hat. I felt the energy change too, because I know him, and I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's a big pet. Even this example had me like, please don't.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I wasn't about to do that.
I know, but that's how much of a trigger it is for me. Like somebody snatching my hat off. It used to happen when I was young. You know, people just,
that's a childhood trauma.
Come with a fresh haircut and they like, ugh. Like, ugh. But yeah, that's you know, we have those triggers that we have that
we don't know about. Like, I had no clue. I took it off. As soon as I took it off, because we are connected, I felt it. I feel like I felt it in the hat. Like, oh, I shouldn't have did that. But I didn't know that was going to be something that was going to be like, oh my God, you took off my hat, you know, because that just, for me, it's just like, I'm his wife. I take off his hat. Like, what? Like, I don't care if he touched my hair or whatever. I'm his wife. He can do whatever, you know, as long as he's not trying to harm me, then we good. And not trying to embarrass me, then we good. So I didn't think nothing of it because of my experiences. With him, it's way more stuff that I've been through trauma wise. So he'll do something, and because I've been through something that looks like it, I'm trying to learn how to not assume like this is what happened. Like, we just went through something, a crazy person, you know, sent their stuff here, and that's a past thing. And so it's like, you can't assume that the person that you chose, who chose to love you intentionally, is like that crazy person in the past. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot. So like certain things will happen and I'm like, and he ain't did nothing.
Yeah. Being triggered by past. That's a big one right there. I feel like that's a different topic, but that can also be how you can grow individually, grow apart, is these hindrances that you don't really think about because you're not dealing with it. Like, when I saw the mail, it wasn't
no big deal for him.
I didn't know who the name was. So I just said the name out loud. She like, oh. I said, oh, like, okay. So now this is like, I've chose this person. This is now our problem. Now I'm like, okay, maybe we should make a call and maybe call the company, see when this was done, like do some investigating. Because if this was done within the last couple of months, like, this is a new thing. Because sometimes, you know, catalogs keep your address and it just be, you know, a year later you can get something. But if this is like fresh, like you just put this in, then it's like, okay, now we got a problem.
What are we doing?
But you know, that's a part of protection for your marriage, for your partnership, is their triggers are your triggers. Their history is your history. And that is it's not so fortunate part about it, you know, but you carry on that weight. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's a soul tie. Even though you're married, you're tied to each other to death do you part. And I feel like you have to deal with each other's soul tie, with our past that we've dealt with, the good and the things that we're praying against.
Absolutely.
it's like everybody got something attached to them.
Mhm.
So it's like, who do I choose that who I can deal with their stuff not easily, but I can deal with their stuff more than somebody else. Like I
Right.
can, it's a lot, but we got the capacity to deal with whatever it is that we both got going on.
Right. Yep. Make time for togetherness on purpose. Individual growth is healthy, but the relationship still needs attention. Date nights, share routines, and quality time help you grow as a couple while growing as people. This is important. We have been doing pretty good with going out, I would say, within the last couple weeks. And for me, that's why it's like, hey, we still are making time. It's just we're adding this layer to me going to the gym now. But that quality time is important. The date night is important. Trying to at least once a week going out, and we try to do that. We try to go on Tuesdays, Tuesday night movie night, out to the theater.
But also like sharing routines. For me, the thing that with all the changes, the thing that I miss is how we would wake up together and we would make breakfast together and eat breakfast together and maybe watch an episode and then you go off into the sunset or whatever. That has not been happening. So I'd be like,
yeah. And for me, it's like I see it on the other end. It's like if I spend 3-4 hours in the morning with it's good quality time, it is, but those are the best times to make money is that early. So it's like it'd be a little difficult. Like that's that mindset balance of, hey, I want a slow morning. You get out at 11 a.m. is good for me. I want a quicker morning where shoot, you don't even eat, you just go straight out. You on it, and then you have more of your day later on. So we working on it ourselves. We really are. Routine, because routine for her, that feels good. The slow morning feels good. For me, I feel bothered by that. I feel inactive. I feel,
So you don't really like eating breakfast together and stuff like that. You feel like you're ready to get up, just leave.
That's for me. That's just for me. But I know what it is for you as far as like spending that quality time. I would prefer that. I would prefer a slow life. I would.
I mean, it don't have to be slow, but I'm just saying, like waking up, eating breakfast. I'm not saying you eating slow or whatever, but like just having that time that we used to have. It don't have to be slow, but waking up, making breakfast together. I personally enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
Him cooking, I liked his hash browns or whatever, and like us, doing that and then getting about our day. I personally enjoyed that, waking up together, seeing each other, doing what we got to do, boom, boom, boom. It don't have to be slow, but just doing that. And then like even not even just breakfast, like our times where we would have dinner together versus me making dinner and I'm saying, well, shoot, it's too late. I'm about to eat. And he'll get it when he get it. Like, I don't like that. I like serving food that's fresh. I don't like it having to be like, oh, you got to reheat that. Like, that's just me. I don't like it.
Yeah. So those shared routines help you with that quality time and help you grow as a couple and as people. So keep those shared routines. Respect each other's differences. Growth will not always look the same for both parties. One person may grow faster in one area than the other person. Respecting each other's pace keeps comparison from creating
Distance.
Yeah.
That's very important, especially with us. We both do the same thing. We both are comedians. And a lot of people would be like, who's the funniest? And it's like, I already know Malachi is the funniest, but I don't let it get to me because, first of all, I hope and pray he make us a whole bunch of money because he's headliner funny. So I appreciate how funny he is. And then I also appreciate how funny I am. So when you know who you are in your gift, then it doesn't really create an issue. But if you don't know who you are, and if there is jealousy amongst each other, then that's not going to work. That's going to create some distance, some big distance.
For sure. Yeah.
Like he just got hired. It was funny. We had got a audition for this. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but the name of this thing. And I was gonna audition, but I didn't. I was like, that's Malachi's. He's already done it twice, I think. Was it twice? 3 times, 2
3
times.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, why would they even put this audition out there? Just call him. And he auditioned and he got it.
Yeah.
But I was like, my spirit was like, I'm not even gonna waste my time because that's not mine. But that's knowing who you are and supporting your person. Like, the money gonna be mine. but the part, so it's just like knowing, like making space for that person to be great, and knowing that when he win or when I win, we both win, versus she just won or he just won and they out there, like that creates distance. It's not good. And it's very difficult. I don't know if I ever said that, but it's very difficult to meet a guy who fully supports you.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi is the first person who's ever fully supported me. First guy I've ever dated who fully supports me. Like, my gifts pushes me to do stuff I don't even want to do, to be better at my gifts and to do what I got to do. And then whenever something good happens, he's genuinely happy for me. And I didn't have that in my previous relationships. It would actually be stressful because, not trying to toot my horn or anything like that, because I'm not trying to be puffed up, but I do have a lot of good qualities as a person. I'm creative and I'm smart. Yeah, I don't want to list off my stuff, but there's a lot of stuff, and people get intimidated. Like, I got 2 degrees, and most dudes, most of the dudes that I dated were intimidated by that. And then to also be gifted, to sing and act. And that was before I became a comedian. Like, I was still in plays and still doing other stuff. And they would be intimidated, like not come to my plays, not support, none of that. And then sometimes even say things against it, like, oh, your little play or your little, and you be like,
the shade, yeah.
You be like, little. And that was before I was fluffy. So I'm like, I'm little, but my stuff ain't little. Like, what's we talking about? And so when me and Malachi got together, I feel like that's how God hooked us up too, because we started off as friends and he was very supportive as a friend. And I'm a supportive person. I've always been like that. So to find that in somebody else who acts like how you act is like, where he come from. It was very rare for me. So I don't know if I ever said this, but I do appreciate how supportive you are.
Thank you, baby.
Of me. And how you push me to be better, and how you want me to do good. Like, you cultivate me, and it's genuine, it's real. It's not like there's no jealousy or anything like that, because you know who you are, and you know who I am. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Definitely want to see you win. That's definitely what it's about. You gotta want to see the other person win, and their pace is their pace. Like, she understands my pace when it comes to the comedy. Like, she pushes me to that. She affirms me in that. Like, no, go do you. When I'm not at my best, she like, hey, that wasn't your best. That wasn't. We hold each other to that standard. And for me, respecting her pace and where she's at in her life. Where she's at mentally, where she's at emotionally, where she's at in her fitness journey. It's been a difficult thing for me, because I'm like, man, we gotta go, we gotta, ooh. She like, look, I need to chill. I'm only gonna do 3 days. I may not do it, and you gotta just be okay with that. So that's been,
until I get it together. Because here's the thing, it's not like I don't want to get it together. Just mentally, I just know me, and I'm trying. Like, when we went out of town, I worked out. I worked out before we left out of town. So it's not like I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to be a fat lard, but I am. But sometimes it can be a little discouraging when you do right and it don't happen like it's supposed to happen. So, like, because I'm like, I never told you, sometimes I've tried like a month, like when you be out, I still work out and I still try to eat right and still be a lard, but I'm like, well, dang. So sometimes it gets a little discouraging. So I'm trying to figure out a way to keep going and
Yeah.
not get discouraged. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this may not happen how I'm used to it happening or how I want it to happen, because before I can do a month of eating right and working out, and then I would lose all of the extra whatever and be my regular size.
Yeah. So for me, understanding whatever pace she's on is her pace. That is the big key to it. And that's something I'm continuing to work on. I feel like I definitely have gotten better over this last year or two, whatever. Well, since over this whole time, I've known I've just given her more space. Like it's times I'm just telling her, like I know in these last 3 weeks I ain't said nothing about it. I was saying I'm going to the gym. I ain't say nothing to her. Like this is what I'm doing.
And I went
And
sometimes,
yeah, it was one
you
night.
didn't
It
ask me
was
to
late.
go.
Yeah, it was late, and she wanted to spend time. I was like, well, I'm about to go to the gym. So, well, I'm gonna come with you. Cool, let's go. Let's do it. So you have to respect their pace though, and so I've learned to do that more, and I'm gonna continue to learn to do that more, to give her that space to work at her own pace.
Yeah, because sometimes it makes you feel overwhelmed. Like even like with finances, I'm proud of him for starting to be consistent with working so we can pay bills and stuff like that. But I also had to figure out a way to let him do his own thing too, but also kind of push him like, we got to do, but still also let him do his own thing, because I don't want him getting overwhelmed with it and just being like, I don't know what to do, because that's kind of what happens when people are operating something different and they're growing into something different. They can become overwhelmed, even if it's something that they know. Like I feel like back in the day I was a gym expert. I was in that bad boy all the time and I knew what to do. And now I'm not. And even that, like trying to get over that, like I look at old pictures and be like, really? And that becomes overwhelming and it stresses me out. And it's like, dang, so I'm trying to learn how to figure out pace and keep it consistent, because it's not like I haven't been doing anything. It just hasn't been like I'll be like, okay, I got this. And the first week I'm there. Then next week I'm kind of there. The third week I ain't there, And then the fourth week I'm like, okay, I'm back on it, So just trying not to beat up myself and just do the best that I know how to do.
Yes, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I try not to be like because I miss him so much, it'd be hard not to be like, hey, what about us? But I know what you're doing, as a man, as a person that's providing for our family. So I'm not complaining about that. I'm proud of you for changing that in your mind. Like I can see the growth from when we first got married to now. It's like we got stuff due, and usually I just be like over the top stressed out over it. But I have not been stressed out lately because I just been like mental, like with my regular mental health, trying to deal with that. And so when he just out there working, I just be like, how gonna take care of it. And I wasn't feeling that way in the beginning. I was like, Lord, I gotta figure this out because I don't think Malachi can do it. And that would be stressful for me. Versus now it's like, he got it. Thank you, Jesus. My husband got it. I'm about to be like, Rochelle, my man got
the region.
Shoot, you have about 5 of them bad boys, Loki. You figuring it out.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you too.
Thank you, baby. So stay rooted in shared values. While evolving individually, couples stay close when they remain grounded in what matters most to them both: faith, family, purpose, love, honesty, or commitment. The simple way to say it is. The simple way to say it is grow as individuals, but stay intentional as partners. Make time to be intimate and feed each other's love languages. Okay? So those values are important. And what means more than me and more than her are different at times, but we have the foundational values, which is God, which is faith,
Mhm.
family, purpose, honesty, commitment, and fitness has become more of a foundational thing for me. It was both of ours together, and we both fell on and off this journey. And so
Mhm.
now for me, readopting that as a priority for myself, and faith being that main one, because God is that ultimate key, that
Mhm.
ultimate, the ultimate one that brought us together. He's going to
Mhm.
be the one to keep us together as
Yeah,
well. So,
definitely.
but those shared values are huge, man. You have to make time to comb through those values as well. Hey, what's going on? What are our goals for this week?
Mhm.
Make sure we prioritizing it on a daily basis as well.
Mhm.
That we're praying, that we're pouring into our mind,
Mhm.
pouring into our emotional state. Those are
Mhm.
the things that take you further in life. And those are those
Yeah.
values.
Yeah, and I also think it's important with growing individually and not growing apart is always keeping to the front of your brain that your partner is your partner,
Not your enemy.
not your enemy.
That's a good one. Because even in growing, you can be like, yo, like, man, I'm doing this, you not, or you doing this, I'm not. It's that's the enemy right there.
Mhm.
That is the enemy.
It's like, why are you trying to stop me? When actually they just want to spend time with you.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to stop me? When actually they just want to talk to
Why you
you.
trying to hold me back?
Right.
I
Like
just-
I'm not like we together. I'm not holding you back. I want you to be great. But can we have dinner today together? Like,
Mhm.
can we do this together one time? So just understanding that your partner is not your enemy. The enemy is the enemy, and your partner is your partner. You have to keep that because it'll easily pop up in there, like easily, like even small arguments.
Mhm.
Like, have you ever seen a married couple, even though they love each other? Like growing up, my grandparents absolutely love each other. But sometimes I would see them have their arguments. There's an argument that's really quick,
Yeah.
but you don't know it, but they know it is.
Yeah. It's still there.
Like she'll ask him a question, you be like, "Don't it look like that's what I'm doing?" You be like, what is that? And then they be straight after that. She's like, well, I was just asking you because it looked like you wasn't, but and y'all done went off on each other a little
Yeah.
bit, and then you be straight after that. But it's like when you got that tension,
Mm-hmm.
it's like
Yeah.
you got to know that this person is your partner because you be ready to go off.
Yeah, because and I can imagine she probably asked an obvious question of
Mhm.
something he was clearly doing. And it was like, hey
But
man,
it's
don't
something
you?
that he probably forgot to do before, so she want to make sure he about to do it.
Probably something he was actually doing. Like I said, he probably
It's
forgot
like I
before.
asked you before, you didn't
But
do
now
it.
I'm
So
doing
now
it.
I'm
You
trying to
still
make
want to
sure
say
you do
something.
it.
Anyway.
Because I'm trying to make sure it doesn't happen again, pal. And that's
not
the
way
woman
it
man,
happens.
the woman man thought pattern. Mhm. Yeah. So
Yep. So that's that, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Anything else?
do you have a tip today?
Lovely tip of the day. Yeah.
Mhm.
Be intentional. That's the tip, man. You got to be intentional.
This has been the sleepiest podcast ever. You
Yeah,
can see
I'm
both of
so
our
sorry.
eyes.
Yeah.
Also, if y'all want to help the lovelies out, because we do got some bills coming up. Oh,
Lovely tip of the day. Be intentional. Be
Mm.
intentional. Listen, resonate, respond with your partner. Be intentional to pour in and to pour out as well. To receive. Be intentional to receive. Be intentional. Do it on purpose. Stay connected on purpose.
Give your partner, give your partner grace. Give yourself grace and give your partner grace. So don't assume the worst. Like if they act, don't just don't assume the worst. Like what you doing? What you mean? What I'm doing? Like that's where the words come in. Be like,
I do it
trying
right
to
there.
make sure because you had tape stuck to your butt, and I was trying to get it off, but you don't know. Do your thing. Do you?
Assume good intent.
Yeah.
That's a
Please.
big one. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Assume first that they just got your back and it's just something to talk through.
Yeah, because if you don't, then you gonna argue.
Off the rip.
The rip jeans. Also, you guys, we have a Cash App. If y'all want to donate to us, that would be beautiful. But you don't have to. I just know people be doing that on they whatchamacallit. But what we would rather y'all do is go to our website.
It's been a long time.
Oh shoot, it's up there.
Yep, lovies.com.
Yep, I'm tired. Oh, remember to choose love.
Always choose love.
Peace out. Get y'all some sleep.
Yes, we love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
See y'all next
with
week.
episode 42.
Yeah. God bless.
Choose love, y'all. Hey, love, 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 please love, 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 please love. Lot of love, love, big love. Love, 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 love. What? Please love, 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 hey, love, love. Choose love, y'all. Love, 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 love. Please love, 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 love. Lot of love from above. I love you.
I love you too.